What is going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Listen, I feel like I've been saying this for quite some time now, but it's been a little bit. My son cracked my screen here. We've been having some troubles, but we got it fixed. We're back rocking and rolling here. Love them to death. By golly, kids, they'll kill you. Boys and girls, smash the like button, subscribe. The show's brought to you by Bet Yes. Let's roll the intro. Let's talk all things Buffs recruiting. Let's get right into it, baby. Come on. Come on.
I flushed my juice down in the club.
Ooh, got that sipping right before the intro, man. Sometimes I think you're running pretty quickly here. Listen, boys and girls, I like talking recruiting this time of the year. Obviously, it's not much to talk about when it is this time of the year, but we've followed this recruiting cycle for Coach Prime for quite some time now over the last few years, and it's obviously has its ebbs and flows, and we talk about it each time we come onto the show. The reason why I want to bring these few names up today is because they're on the list. Colorado has them on the list, and again, the reason why that's important to me, and I think it should be important to you, is obviously we know Coach Prime has made it clear, and we've said it on this show, about who he goes after, right? Very precise, has a point with everyone that he's going after, and all these guys carry that kind of punch you in the mouth weight, right? So that's why I think it's important. And again, when you see Colorado on the list of names that they're going up against, you got to like what you see here of, again, the company that they're a part of. First being four-star cornerback, top cornerback in the country. Up there, he's 247. He's number 7, ESPN 11 on 3, 15th. Overall, top 100 player in the country. This young man is an absolute beast, and obviously comes from Julian Lewis's high school at Carlton, Georgia, currently. So 6 foot, 170. Top teams right now. Texas A&M leads the way, followed by Alabama, Georgia, Florida State, Tennessee, and of course Colorado is on his list as well. Again, when we go through these guys and all these their lists and the company that they're involved with, Colorado is alongside the Georgias, the Bamas. Great company, phenomenal company. Like, this is where I think is massive to kind of to note, is that these guys that you would have never seen the logo, the Colorado logo, alongside of these names is massive. Just shows you how much weight that Coach Prime is carrying at the Buffs, which we know this, but again, it's starting to kind of carry over, and especially now knowing the purpose and I think the focus and the fact that what Coach Prime says comes to fruition, that, hey, if I pick you and I recruit you, my expectation is for you to be a dog and play right away. And I think that carries a ton of weight, especially again when you're alongside the Georgia Alabamas. I think they want to play into that category too. But you know, the talent there is much thicker. You got to also kind of note, I mean, the guys coming out of high school nowadays, the level of talent from 1 to 200 is razor thin. The amount of technology and the camps that are going on. It used to be, only a few kids kind of got the best access, and they came out really hitting the ground running. Nowadays, the talent hit from this freshman, the rookie class, is immediate impact for a lot of guys. So, again, when you think, well, Colorado has to go get these rookie guys and these freshmen, they're coming in and making an impact right away. We saw it with Jordan Seaton last year, Cash Cleveland. Like, it's the margins are razor thin right now. So, love seeing it, though. I really do. I love seeing the development on all sides of the ball, especially in the trenches. Those O-line kids, those kids are taking some work. At one time, that position was never the sexy one, but it's really, I would say, elevated itself as a massive target, just given the fact of the money that goes into it. O-linemen make some bread and butter, and just they are getting treated like royalty. The big guys are getting some love. It may not be flashy like the wide receivers or the quarterbacks and the running backs, but the respect is being delivered, and I love seeing it. Next week, we got Brody McHorter, I believe, 3-star to 4-star quarterback, 6'1", 190. We've talked about another quarterback on the previous show. Love seeing this. Right now, West Virginia seems to be his top notch, but Georgia's got offers. Auburn has an offer, Ohio State. So, again, in great company once again. Ohio State, he was offered by Chip Kelly. So, Chip Kelly, we all know, went to the Raiders. So, how much of an impact that will have. Again, to me, this is kind of more, I would say, just a flirt. I think the 4-star quarterback we talked about last week has much more potential. But you got to keep fishing. I think a portal quarterback will continue to also be his move as well, as we've seen. This year, I think, is going to be a massive selling point. Having his son last year obviously sold to Julian Lewis and Caden Salter. So I think those guys were big factors to that. And what they're able to do this year will be able to carry on this recruiting cycle as well. So that'll be something to definitely keep an eye on and watch as we move on. And then we've got top offensive tackle. Like I said, the boys are getting some love. Johnny Jones, 6'7", 305 pounds, set to visit Colorado in April. So I think Brody is doing June 5th. We got him in April. So April, May, June are going to be the big visit months this year. And then obviously they'll probably have a few during the season for the games and whatnot. But you're really seeing this recruiting cycle be, I would say, fully uh, exercise from that May, April, June area right now. And then a few will sprinkle in come the football season. But the football season is really now more for that following year. You're kind of already moving on into the next recruiting cycle. That's how, even though they're signing in December, look, they're still recruiting, they're still doing those things. The foundation is going to be done in the next couple of months here once we get past this quiet period, which ends at the end of this week. And then starting in March, I'm sure we'll get some more noise about things that are happening alongside the recruiting cycle. But from Berkeley Prep, we got Johnny Jones, 6'7". Look, top 200 player in the country, 4-star guy. Again, a lot of great company here. Florida, right now they lead the way. Miami, Ole Miss, Penn State, another great group of schools to be associated with. Florida, again, is leading the way, especially with proximity, about 150 miles away from Gainesville. So that's playing a huge factor for him right now. So last up, we've got a 4-star linebacker, which we're going to be talking about here in just a moment. Before we do that, quarter of the show is brought to you by BetUS. Be sure to check out BetUS. They have ran the train for us all season long. Cannot thank them enough for having our back through the entire football season. Get in on the action. YouTube, 150% back on your first deposit, then 125 on your next shoot, up to $2,000. Now, March Madness coming up. Get in on the action before it is too late. YouTube 150 at betus.com. But last, but certainly definitely not least, is 4-star linebacker Isaiah Williams, number 2 linebacker in the country right now. Again, ton of schools looking at him as well. Florida currently leads the way for him as well. Committed to FSU at one point, but he's got Penn State, Georgia, Alabama. And here's what he had to say about Colorado: being a play for a head coach that has played in the NFL with great experience and one of the best to ever play. Got to be honest with you, I don't think any other schools have that in their arsenal. An NFL coach that was one of the best to ever play. So we'll be interesting to see. And again, I think the ability to play right away is huge as well. So I do know that Florida has made some strides and some progress on him after he decommitted from Florida State. Florida State, they've kind of taken more of a portal approach to things as well too. So a lot of moving different pieces here, and something that we'll be keeping an eye on as the next few months unfold. Again, I think that we'll really get a true understanding of what this class is going to look like over the next 3 months, more so than what it has in the past. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on this, keep you guys up to date as always. Let me know in the comment section how you're feeling. Smash the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.